Yo, what's up? It's your boy Philly Dark One for more Hip Hop News TV. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about Thugger Thugger. Y'all know who it is, Young Thug. And on this episode, we talking about the ratting. They said it's a lot of ratting going on right now, and people are screaming foul. Now, if y'all know what they talking about, what all the fuss is about. So we all saw the YSL trial and how it ended. It ended with a lot of people walking. Now, rule of thumb, when people go to court, get arrested when on a RICO trial, and they walk away unscathed with just, a slap on the wrist, they get some time served and then they get out on bail and, really nothing done. No major time.
Surprise!
But usually they say some snitching happened. Now, we all know what happened with the way it ended, the trial ended, and how Thug walked away looking like a G. Now, Gunna, it was on the other hand. Gunna looked like a rat. And we all say he was eating the cheese. We saw him. Y'all saw him on there. Where he, yes, ma'am.
Oh, my God.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, and everything. But we didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, which now we're getting a look at. And that's one thing I gotta say to you cats, man. When y'all get into this trouble, man, and these cops is talking to y'all like they y'all best friend, don't fall for it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't eat the cheese because you're never gonna live it down, because you're trying to say you live by that code of the streets, no snitching and no talking to the cops, but then we catch the video and you gobbling up that cheese like a lab rat. But it's your boy Philly Dark One. Let me know what y'all think about this. Is Thugger snitching or Thugger just keeping it real and sending the cops in the tailspin? I think he's snitching, but that's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what's yours after y'all watch this. It's your boy Philly Dark One. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's some more Hip Hop News TV, and I'm out. Peace.
Honestly, I don't know who the did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. They knowing Roscoe? Man, that man, scrub.
Politicking, man. Jeff, clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Irish soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we say the Wayne Carter. What's wrong with you?
After a new leaked video of Young Thug's interrogation back in 2015 went viral online, the YSL rapper finally spoke out about it. But to understand Young Thug's reaction, it's important to hear where Young Thug snitches on Pee Wee Roscoe.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the? That was so weird. This now to us. Honestly, I don't know who the did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. They knowing Roscoe? Man, that man, scrub. I'm like, you right, bro? But I don't know, cause every day they grow ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
A tweet would go viral reading, Young Thug came out of jail, burnt down bridges, released zero good music, then just got exposed for being a rat. Tough scenes. As DJ Academics would then later speak on the situation, revealing the truth, as the rap industry is split down the middle if this is actually considered snitching or not.
If you ask me that somebody we like snitch, no snitching. Somebody we don't like, all right, we're gonna look into it. That's how it goes. The first rule of did somebody snitch is do we like them? Keep telling y'all, it's better be liked than to be right. And let me tell you why. When we like somebody, we make them on top. He ain't tell. Yo, he mentioned his mans did the, but his mans, yeah, but his man wasn't there. His man eventually. You know the favorite one? Yo, bro. Yo, is anybody even locked up because of that? Look, ain't nobody locked up. Yo, bro, he ain't snitch. Ain't nobody locked up because of what he said. How he snitch? You know what I mean? Third one. I love this one. This is like my favorite. He ain't snitch. Yo, he just spun the cops. Like, if anything, he did him a solid. He pointed them in another direction.
As this all aligns perfectly to Gunna's snitching, even though Gunna ratted, many don't care because his music is really good. However, this all resulted in Pee Wee Roscoe reacting, where it reads, Pee Wee Roscoe addresses Young Thug, supposedly telling on him in an interrogation video.
Politic, man. Jeff, clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we say the Wayne Carter. What's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real street. Kept it solid. Kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So, I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now, let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politic. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Roscoe ain't told y'all that thing. Yeah, that's the beauty there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those, everybody is in the stateroom, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements.
This even left Young Thug tweeting, they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. #RatWare. As this is where it gets interesting. In the YSL Rico trial, the prosecutors did want to use evidence against Young Thug that related to a tour bus incident with Lil Wayne. A report at that time shared, Lil Wayne might be called to testify in Young Thug's ongoing YSL Rico trial about his 2015 tour bus incident, where it was this case where Young Thug had his interrogation with the police.
There's no confrontation as to it.
It's not testimonial, Judge.
It's got to be relevant and it's got to be for a particular purpose. Now, I'm telling you, if you get Mr. Carter in here, then that is, you'll solve a number of your problems.
As the judge was telling the prosecutors during the Rico trial, they might need to call Lil Wayne to come and testify against Young Thug to confirm the evidence is true, as the prosecutors claimed Young Thug created a hit on Lil Wayne's tour bus in 2015. Prosecutors even went as far as to bringing the bus driver to the stand, where it was shared a tour bus operator for rapper Lil Wayne started to get emotional while recalling the moments at the bus in 2015. The operator said that he retired following the incident. Rapper #Young Thug is being sued by the witness and is facing RICO charges in this case.
Tell the jurors what happened once you got on 285.
Once I got on 285, within minutes, that's when the car came along and started at the bus.
Are you able to discern where the coming from? Is it coming from the front of the bus, the back of the bus, or somewhere else?
They started at the back of the bus. They my engine, my radiator, and just started all down the side of the bus.
And at the time, did you have those passengers? Were those passengers that came out of the club, were they still on your bus as this bus is being picked up?
Yeah, they were back there screaming on the floor.
However, Lil Wayne would never show up to court, he would never do an interrogation, he would never even speak with police. But on the flip side, Young Thug did. He gave the police all the information on what really happened in the tour bus incident and what Pee Wee Roscoe did. But this is where it all gets extremely concerning. This is all a result of Gunna releasing his new album titled The Last One. As when he announced it, Young Thug replied, "Nobody wanna hear that stuff." This rubbed Gunna the wrong way, where he even posted an IG story before deleting saying, "Be quiet, bro. I don't mess with you no more. You unfollowed me because you're not on the album." Where fans speculate that Young Thug is not only upset that Gunna snitched on him in the YSL Rico trial, but because The Last One album is also Gunna's last album to finish off his contract with YSL, Young Thug's label. This resulted in Young Thug sharing a snippet in a new club party that he was at where he straight up disses Gunna.
Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up name. Hear this. He said, "Yak Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I know that was telling." And then he says, "The only reason I with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop." Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these. these rats. That's what he's saying. He believed they're cooperatives, okay? Now, you know, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a let's crash out drill music type of way where you just say their names and call them rats.
This is all completely against his probation agreement. This led the news writing, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. This left Young Thug then crashing out on IG Live about Gunna, the feds, and his new probation being revoked.
We ain't even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools and you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even gonna talk about none of that. Like, that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet your put it on Instagram. Yeah, your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still said you post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane Green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm finna say gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on that with that hat. The man said he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done went and took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man, and you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady came took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
With the entire rap industry now concerned of Young Thug going back to jail, DJ Akademiks would hop on live explaining the truth about this situation.
Gunna's plan, I'm telling you this is a fact. He always thought Thug would be free. But he thought that once Thug got his freedom and didn't get all those years, granted, I think he got let out maybe a year and a half before Thug. He thought Thug would forgive him. Thug would be like, all right, bro, yeah, you right. Like, what they caught you up on wasn't really. It's all good. You're my mans. You're still. Thug is not letting it go. So Gunna at that point realizes not only is Thug free, there's no place for me on YSL anymore. And there's no love and there's no more returning to that friendship. Gunna always wanted to get back together. Thug never wanted to. And now Gunna has accepted that. What happened is that Gunna had a YSL tattoo. He's now covered it up. You see some flames. This is the new fit Gunna. He's covered up YSL, the snake, and also the word YSL.
This would result in thousands of fans spamming Young Thug just forgive Gunna for what he did. You did the exact same thing, so there shouldn't be an issue between you two, as all this will result in Young Thug going back to jail. However, later on that night, Thug would show that he is just fine. He didn't care what anyone had to say.
P, that's some pounds, P. I'm gonna show them away, P. You're gonna pound, go pound, go make bag. Crazy ass bag. I'll take. Go ahead.
This would be the biggest mistake of all for Young Thug, and allow me to explain. The Atlanta DA is already submitting paperwork to revoke his probation agreement. This was all due to his lyrics against Gunna and his song Money on Money. As when he released the song, the feds also opened a new evidence file against him, as Young Thug would diss a woman police officer that Gunna made his plea deal with.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4PF is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying, and indictment's finna come down.
As immediately after Young Thug dropped the song and dissed the woman police officer, the feds got to work. They noticed in his new song Money on Money, he raps the lyrics, these guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Where Young Thug would then try to calm everyone down, speaking about it in a public interview for the first time since his release.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
However, the interview didn't help Young Thug at all. It got so bad that Thug would just tweet flat out, "If you're a rapper and you rat, you just gotta go gospel, twin." This would end up going viral, all because of one person's response. They tweeted back, "You are literally not even legally allowed to rap about gangster stuff anymore. You go do gospel." This gathered 100,000 likes, 3 million views, but unfortunately with how viral it went, it got the police's attention. It would then be announced, Akademiks speaks on Young Thug's release, saying the stipulations are a setup for the court to put Young Thug back into jail, explaining how it's all a setup for Thug. He's eventually gonna fail. No one can last 20 years of probation being a perfect human.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, me is like, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about again. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But moments after this, it would finally be revealed why Young Thug continuously disses Gunna. We all know about the first clip of Gunna snitching in court, but apparently Wack 100 says there is 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room, where Young Thug was able to secure the entire 2 hours of footage, which is why he continues to be upset.
Hey Gunna, listen, I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah, guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
Charleston White would then even confirm the new snitching evidence, saying after reading the new court files, he admires Gunna for what he did, snitching to get out of the case early, and even the new video of him allegedly snitching.
Gunna is out of prison. I never thought I would be happy to say y'all, Gunna is out of prison. Now, I'm glad he got out by telling. I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna tell.
Charleston even said that he would have done the exact same thing during an Instagram Live.
I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a he made a confession.
As the new police file against Young Thug was released in the Atlanta court system today, you tell me if this is enough to confirm that he broke his probation. They noted that 1 week into Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams being free, he tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," referring to Gunna, but saying it to Lil Baby. Lil Baby has been firm on dissing Gunna for snitching out of the YSL trial early, which the feds also don't like, but more on that later. But Lil Baby responded to Young Thug on Instagram saying, "We should." The next day, Thug tweeted, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." This did get the attention of Gunna and his brother, where Gunna's brother would say, "Trust and believe, the feeling is mutual." Later on that night, Young Thug would link up with T.I., posting an Instagram story where Thug says he's clearly home and did it the right way out, sneak dissing Gunna.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my rap.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
and go tell that.
letting Gunna know that he did it the right way out. T.I. even took Young Thug's side as well, but it would be this moment where fans were spamming the famous Atlanta rapper to stop trolling and dissing Gunna. It won't end well legally for him. But the trolling didn't stop here. If anything, it just started, as academics would just so happen to get information that Young Thug was making several calls with rappers while he was in jail, telling rappers to all avoid Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers I just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
who would randomly leak this to DJ Academics 1 year after Young Thug has been released? Fans believe that it was Young Thug telling Academics to announce it, as he wanted the information out to the public, but legally could not say it himself. With Young Thug doing continuous dissing and trolling, Gunna would finally respond, but he did so through his lawyer. He would write, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf. This long post is solely to set out the truth that Gunna did not cooperate. He did nothing and said nothing to affect Young Thug's case."
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrants and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Gunna spent 8 months in jail and was released in December 2022 after entering an Alford plea. Gunna's plea deal could not and was not used at Thug's trial. He was never even named as a witness. He received a 5-year suspended sentence with no reporting, no travel restrictions, no living restrictions, and no probation. Over the last 2 years, from media outlets, he has performed all around the world, achieved international fame and recognition, and earned millions of dollars. Conversely, Thug went to trial. He eventually pled guilty in Nolo after spending 30 months in jail. He received 15 years of probation and is not even allowed to live in Atlanta. Those that have and continue to badmouth Gunna, get over it, enough said. As this would result in Tekashi 6ix9ine speaking about Gunna's plea deal and how it did affect Young Thug.
You know I